Hi guys, it's Janet Wakeland with RemarkablyCreated.com. In today's One Take Wonder video, I want to give you some tips and tricks for assembling this really sweet Advent box calendar that you can fill with lots of treats or little notes for activities of the day throughout the month of December. What I found was this great box at Hobby Lobby, and when I found it, I knew instantly it would be a perfect fit for our Hello December Project Life Kit. So let me show you the supplies and things that I used, and then I'll give you some tips for putting it together, and we'll put day 25 together. So Project Life, our Hello December kit, is a nice small kit, and in this kit you have your daily December cards. You have your 4x3 cards, which are perfect for gift tags and cards, as well as Project Life and traditional scrapbooking. As with all of our cards, they are double-sided and there are no duplicates. You have your traditional 4x6 inserts that you would use again in your 4x6 pocket pages. On traditional scrapbooking, again, you can trim them down to use for card fronts. And you'll see some gift card ideas coming out of our retreat. In the Project Life box, you have 3 different designs that are designed for you to do your daily Decembers. You have this side here with a little starburst, and that's one of the sets that you're going to want to work with. You have another set that has snowflakes, and you're going to want those. And then you have a set with the wreath and the flowers. What I found was that this image was too big. And same with the one on the back. The December was farther across than what would fit on the box. The boxes are 2x2. So these ones you can set aside, and I know that you're going to find some other amazing, wonderful things to do with them in your Project Life. And then just to show you the back, again, this December was bigger than 2 inches, so we're not able to use the back side. And then again, the same thing here, the December was bigger than what I needed. But this side was just perfect. In addition, I really wanted that pop of color. So we'll set those aside for just a second, and then let me show you the accessory pack. I love our Project Life accessory packs. This Project Life accessory pack happens to have some great heavy vellum gold foiled pieces that are self-adhesive. You can just peel and stick, which is exactly where the numbers came from. Of course, I'm stopping at 25 because I'm doing Advent, but there are numbers for every day of the month if you are doing a daily December. It's got great self-adhesive letters. We've got all kinds of fun embellishments, and I kept my Advent calendar very simple, and I could have chosen to use some of these, but I'm going to save them for scrapbooking, tags, cards, things like that. You've got some wonderful acetate pieces, some fun sequins and things so you can create shaker cards or just simply add a little bit of bling. A couple more shiny epoxy elements that you could be using again to decorate the boxes, or like I mentioned, I'm saving mine. Some really beautiful die cuts. And I did some fun cards with those already. And then you can't really see them here, but these are self-adhesive words. So here you can see like the word cheer, and there's a whole bunch of different words on this sheet that are already self-adhesive. And then if you have a little star punch, little circle punches, of course you can always punch out some extra from that. You have some gold foil letters, again keeping with that metallic that's so popular. And then I did use a few of the banners from here. There was one short one that was perfect, then the other ones I just cut right down the middle, overlap them to make them fit on my box. You also have some gold metallic thread, and then you have some washi tape. So let's take a look at some tips and some other things that you will need. You will need a trimmer so that you can trim the cards down to 2x2. You will need your adhesive of choice. I like Fast Fuse or the tear and tape because both will give you a nice strong hold. Snips if you're going to be cutting apart any of the pieces. You're going to need a 1-inch punch, had a little momentary blank there. 1-inch punch to create the little finger nub that you can pull the drawers out with. And then for my own personal one, I chose to also punch 1-inch circles of vanilla out and raise the numbers up with dimensionals, but this would be an optional step for you. So now looking at these cards, and I'll show you both of them side by side, you will notice that the very vanilla circle is not centered. It's up towards the top, up in the top third of the card. And so what we're going to do first is on the 3-inch side of the card, we're going to take a 1/2 inch off of each side. So we're going to make it 2 inches wide. The box fronts are 2 by 2 inches. And then on the end, with the circle closest to the top, that vanilla circle up closest to the top, I'm going to take 1/4 inch off of that side, and then I'm going to flip it around and lay that on the 2-inch mark, and then trim that off. Save this piece because you're going to need it. And let's just take this one and do the same thing. 1/2 inch on each side of the 3-inch side, and then where this is closest to the top, we're going to go ahead and take 1/4 inch, flip it around, lay that on the 2-inch mark, and then again, save this piece, and let's put that aside. Now let me bring the box back in for just a second. The reason why I cut it the way that I did is because you'll notice that there's this little finger notch which allows you to pull the drawer out. And I didn't want that notch to go into my circle, and so by cutting it the way that I did, it allows that circle to be down towards the bottom of the box and not be chopped into when I go ahead and I punch that out. What you will find is that there are not enough of these designs to fill all 25 boxes, so that's where these extra pieces come in, and we will use them here on our last box that we have, number 25. So I'm going to go ahead and take my fast fuse, and I am just going to coat this really well. Again, you could use your tear and tape or any of your other favorite really strong adhering adhesives. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay the red down first. And now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit. You want to be careful not to get any adhesive where that opening will be so you don't gunk up your punch. Now we're going to lay that down just like that. And now I can flip it over and I can see that little notch right there. And I'm going to take my 1-inch punch, slide it in so that I can see the notch, and just give it a little punch. And now I have that. I'm going to take the washi tape that is part of it, and I'm going to cover the border. And you don't need to go the whole way around the box, just to the sides of it. And let me just kind of fold that up and on itself. And then since this is the 25th of December, I'm going to bling this up just a little bit. I want it to be just a little fancier. And I'm going to put a little adhesive here in the middle. Grab my string, put it on that. And now I'm just going to kind of just wrap it around a little bit. Just adding a little bit more extra sparkle to this one and a little extra wow. There we go. Let's do one more here. And we'll just make sure that it ends here in the middle. We can cut that off. So now I can take my dimensional. I can put it right in the middle. That will also help hold my ends. Pull that off. This is the 1-inch circle punch that I punched just from plain vanilla. Again, you don't need to do that step if you don't want to. And then let's grab our numbers and let's just finish it off and put December 25th on there. We have our 25th. We'll slide it right in. And now all I have to do is I just have to decide what I want to fill all of my boxes with. This is a really nice, sturdy, standing advent calendar. You could put a really pretty bow around the top if you wanted to take that. And again, I kept mine really simple, but you could bling it up as much as you wanted to, working with all of the different elements or items and things from your craft stash. So have fun creating and filling an advent calendar for yourself and your family this year for the holidays. Thanks for watching, guys.